Getting a whole new cable line. Yeah, it's Thursday, July 26th, 2012. This morning they rewired they threw a whole new wire to the house. Apparently it had gotten hit by lightning, that's why I had no TV. There was a signal coming through, but it was just so low that my TV wouldn't authorize. Anyway, they replaced the whole wire, now it's getting good. And also I put the RAID 1 array in here and it seems to be okay, so I'm just testing that right now. Well, it seems pretty slow. I don't know if this is just the initial run that's going to be slow or if this isn't working right. And I don't see the drive recognized. That's kind of weird too. I'm starting to think it's recognizing it, but as a CD drive or DVD drive. I don't know which one's which. There's three here. I don't know which one it's assigned to what. So actually two of these drives must be written as a CD. Well, it's working. It's seeing the mirrored discs through the promised SATA array card as one disk, which is good. I've got it to recognize. I had to initialize it and get it to recognize it. Now I'm formatting it with NTFS. What I'm gonna do is I guess I'll change the drive letter of the C drive to some other arbitrary drive, and then I'll change the G drive, which is this drive, to the C drive. But first I'll mirror all the C drive files over to the SATA array, and then hopefully Windows will run by booting off of the SATA array as if it's the C drive. So we shall see, and hopefully it'll have faster access than this IDE drive, which is probably failing anyway. This thing's taking forever to format. I'm making some lunch while I'm waiting for it to format. Well, there it is. A repeat of yesterday's dinner. Oh, this is a C drive. I pulled it out. This seems to be getting awful hot. Maybe I need to add a fan in this thing. I don't know. I don't think it's supposed to get that hot. Alright, what I'm doing, I'm pulling out the CD so that I can move it to the top. That way it'll have a little bit of air gap. Then I'm going to put the IDE drive on the bottom so that all the heat from the other drives won't go onto that piece of crap IDE drive. Then I'm going to have to try to find a fan or something so that I can blow a fan on this. Thing really got hot. Anyway, I moved up the SATA drives, as you can see. I'm going to leave some of these front covers open so I get a little more airflow, and I moved the CD drive to the top. Hopefully I can... I don't think I can even reach it with this. I'll just leave the CD disconnected for now. The cable's not long enough to... The IDE cable can't reach it. Well, it's jury-rigged, but this fan's not running. So I guess the connector I connected it to either works on a thermostat or it's just not working. No, just kicked off again. Oh, now it's not even recognizing the C drive. I guess I'll put the old power supply back in. No, I don't know. Alright, I pulled out the RAID card. Totally disconnected that. Stupid thing. Swear to God. I'm gonna pull the USBs out of here too. Just in case there's a short in those. Alright, I pulled the video card and hooked it up to the onboard video graphics, which may or may not work. See if it runs with that. This thing's apparently fried. A motherboard issue or something. It's not detecting the primary drive anymore. Keeps shutting off. I'm trying it without the memory chips. It's not liking that. What is that noise? I guess all I can do is try to put this Dell back together, so at least I can do my banking and crap and my charge cards, communicate, have a phone. This thing must need a motherboard, that's all I can think. Everything else has been replaced or pulled. Okay, I put the power supply, this is Wolf, the power supply back in. I connected all the wires where they gotta go. I pulled the disk out of here. This runs Windows Home and it was really slow. There were some issues with it and needed to be rebuilt. I'm hoping that this entire system out of Fox here will just run in this computer. It'll self-configure, but never tried it before, so we'll see. Okay, that should be that. I see there's some extra runners here in case I'm going to put another disk in. Maybe I'll put this disk in as a secondary if I can get this running, and they can take all the darn data off of this disk, save what I want to save and delete the rest. Okay, here goes. I don't know, the light's on. I don't know why it's not doing anything. This doesn't end. It's hard to believe that two power supplies would be screwed up. This is whacked. Ah, here we go. Let's see what we can do with this. 1 gig of RAM. Well, this one's shutting off and booting over and over again, which makes me think there's some kind of a boot sector virus I picked up somehow. It just knocked me out for a loop here. Without the Windows setup disks, I can't fix it. Let's try this. Looks like it's just rebooted to get into. Maybe it did it normally. Let's see what happens. Crap's killing me. These computers are like really old. God, this thing's slow. These things used to be really fast, and with modern programs eating up all the CPU time, because the programmers just don't really care about bandwidth and space anymore. They're just rough to run. Yeah, well, it's recognizing the drive. It's just rebooting and over again. So I'm starting to think I picked up some kind of a virus. That's probably what wiped out my RAID drive on the Buffalo the other day. That's probably what wiped this out. I have to somehow get XP restore disks. I don't know what else I can do. I guess I'll put Fox together and try to put the Wolf drive into Fox. Maybe I can at least configure these RAID drives somehow. Maybe I can get Windows 7 somehow. Well, I don't know. Okay, since I determined it's probably the operating system on the drive, a boot sector virus doing it, I put Wolf's drive here in Fox and reassembled it. I also put the Sound Blaster card in and hooked up all the SATA drives, so we shall see. Alright, now the true test. This should boot up into Windows Home, which is Wolf's operating system. Hopefully it'll pick all this stuff up. Not looking too promising so far. Great. Now there we go. Here we go. Now it's picking up on the RAID arrays. It's got to be reformatted. What the heck? I don't know what's going on now. This is making me crazy. I'm really at a loss. I just replaced the keyboard and it's still doing it. I don't know what the heck's going on. I guess I'll pull the RAID card. I don't think it's going to do any good. Well, the last thing I can try with these two is put the original operating system back in Wolf. I don't know why these are doing what they're doing. Yeah, this is really getting old. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I can at least use a computer. Well, it's a start. I can run limited internet until I can get some other computer going. And this thing's a mess. I just shut it down so that I can install this other drive so I can run a check disk on it. And I'll install the RAID drive and see if I can format it. Alright, I put the CPU fan in this, and I also put the promise card in there, but I didn't put the disks in yet. I want to get this running with the disk from this other one, so I'm going to run check disk on it through this one. This computer's so screwed up it's not even funny. But at least it's working, which the other one's not. Crap, I just dropped my phone. It's getting disk reader error. I'm going to try to start it as I got to reset the jumper configuration as a slave. That's probably what I did. Yeah, still messing with these stupid computers. This one hasn't run in a long time, so it's updating everything, but it's screwed up. I can't even, I got a Microsoft update and it won't even update anything. I can't update Explorer or anything. It's just really bad. It just won't run anything either. I can't run stock charts or some of these bank sites. Don't know. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is get that other disk from the other one to run into this one so that I can do a check disk on it, run it as a slave, but for some reason I'm not able to. Every time I hook it up, everything just goes blank. This is just awesome. I finally got this disk to actually be recognized as a slave drive to Wolf. So all I have to do now is check it. And there we go.